Are the Jags Kaepernick's only hope, his last chance at this point if he wants to play this season?
I don't know if they're his last chance. I don't even know how good of a chance he has there. Peter King, my boss, actually told Tom Coughlin that fans maybe want him to sign Kaepernick. And Peter wrote about it in his column today. Coughlin kind of gave him a wet fish handshake and said, that's interesting. So, Kaepernick isn't really Tom Coughlin's kind of quarterback. And that's been the excuse or reason that a lot of teams have given for not signing Kaepernick. But, you look at Coughlin's history, he likes to drop back quarterbacks, Eli Manning, example A. But as far as the Jags being Kaepernick's last chance, I don't know. I think it's going to take, at this point, after 3 weeks into the preseason, it's going to take someone getting hurt or, something like that. Like we were talking before the show, Buffalo, 2 quarterbacks, Tyrod Taylor's injured, concussion protocol.
It's a no-brainer, in my opinion. No-brainer just because of the possible fit, and now you're going to throw Nathan Peterman out there in a season for the Bills that's relatively low stakes considering the coaching change. I think it makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, me too. And so I think, a situation like that or someone else getting hurt, that's where it's going to, if he's going to land with the team, that's how it's going to happen.
Well, when you see Bortles and Henne battling for a spot, when you see the players the Jets are putting out there at quarterback, it makes the plausibility of the arguments against signing Kaepernick go away. And now that you see a lot of these protests and a lot more of the pressure, how much pressure do you think the NFL is actually feeling when it comes to the Colin Kaepernick subject?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't, the NFL is such a big machine. I don't know that they haven't really given any indication about how much pressure they're feeling. But I was at the rally last Thursday, and there were hundreds of people right outside of the league's headquarters on Park Avenue, literally shouting up at the NFL's headquarters, at the executives up there, wanting their voices heard, expressing, that they're in support of Kaepernick, that they think he's being blackballed, and that they think this is wrong. And those protesters, the groups, the People's Consortium, the NAACP was there, the Women's March, there was about a dozen of these activist groups there. They want to schedule a meeting with Roger Goodell. They want to sit down face-to-face with Goodell and discuss this issue. And, they believe he's being blackballed. And they want to hear from Goodell, is Colin Kaepernick being blackballed? And they actually have a list of demands. These activists have a list of demands that they want to discuss with the NFL. And the very first one is they want the NFL to institute a rule or a policy that would protect these players from, or protect these players who are using their freedom of speech, who are speaking out for what they believe in. And they want the league to step in and kind of protect them and make sure that teams aren't colluding to not sign these guys.